come back later.
I have to get some things out of the desk. I have to sort a few things out, you see. Pat always said that if anything ever happened, I had...
Look, tell me. I'll get them for you.
Well, there's a long, flat box and desk drawer, and there's an expanding file, and that should be on the floor, just near the desk.
You wait for me in the car.
No, I'm inclined to think that Stevens is genuine. Although I'd like to talk to her a few more times before I make any definite diagnosis.
You don't think she should be transferred to a hospital?
No, not at the moment. In fact, when she settles down a bit, I think she should be moved back in with the other women.
Bastards! Bloody hell! Where'd you get that gun?
Jude, look, this little kid.
Did you miss your ride, did you, Phyllis? Now, you get that kid back on the bus. We're gonna wake the others up.
I'm not going back. I'll get them out of the bus and I'll take it. Oh, you can't, you deal brain. You shot a hole through the tire. Then I'll hoof it. And I'll take along a little insurance with me so I don't get any funny ideas about trying to stop me.
Are you out of your mind? That's kidnapping. You'll have every cop in the country looking for you.
Just shut up and don't come after me or the kid'll get it.
Mrs. Morris! Mrs. Morris! Mrs. Morris, wake up! Oh.
You could have taken more time if you'd needed it, Miss Ferguson.
No, it's all right. My father's in good hands now. I've engaged a special nurse to take care of him.
Do you think the stroke could have been brought on by that ordeal you went through?
Apparently it is more than a possibility. There were no problems with my father's health before the kidnapping.
You can't let that interfere with your work, Miss Ferguson. You must treat Keane as you would any other prisoner.
Of course, Governor.
The department will be watching you closely now. You can't afford any trouble.
Yes, I realise that. I haven't noticed Stevens around. Surely she didn't go on the singing trip.
No, she's still in hospital. That episode with the snake was just too much for her. She came very close to a complete nervous breakdown.
Really? She always seems so much in control.
Yes, well, the mind is a fragile thing. I think we all need to make an effort to be very gentle with her at the moment. The last thing we want is to push her over the brink.
Of course.
Now, the women will be coming back from Frampton in about an hour. Meg rang as they were leaving. Apparently, they missed out on getting into the finals.
I'm surprised the department let them go at all. It's an enormous security risk.
Maybe so. But Meg said they behaved beautifully, so I think we should place some faith in them, don't you?
Cass! Cass! Where the bloody hell is she? Cass!
Hey! Hey, Jude, that you?
Hi!
Oh.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you.
Yeah. Lost sight of Phyllis, but...
I'm not surprised. This bush is so thick. Still, it's best if the cops find her, I think.
I suppose. I just hope she doesn't hurt that little kid.
Oh, she's many things, but I don't think she hurt a little kid. Let's get back to that bus. We gotta wake those screws up.
Yeah, I suppose.
Where do we go?
Well, geez, Jude, not sure.
We couldn't be lost, could we?
Looks like it.
Well, let's go down that way, huh?
Righto. We might meet Phyllis and the kid, eh?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, 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 Stevens. I turn my back for a minute, and the ice lady turns to jelly. Nasty business about that snake, though, wasn't it? Hope there aren't any more around. Better keep your eyes open, though. Because where there's one, there are usually others.
Excuse us, Miss Ferguson. Just leave them on the other bed, thanks, Desmond.
Right.
Could you authorise this infantry for me, please?
Certainly, sister. Now, Stevens, you just get well. And no more worrying about snakes, eh?
Hi. How are you feeling?
nasty scare
Please,
you
you've got to
had.
do something. She is going to kill me.
Who, the freak?
Please. You've got to help me. Please.
Look, love, I can't do anything while you're in here. You get back amongst the women and we can look out for you.
They won't let me go out of here.
All you've got to do is convince them you're well enough. Now, talk to Mrs. Reynolds. I'm sure that she...
Well, that's a touching sight. So you're back where you belong, Desmond. No doubt you remember the rules. No slacking on work duties, right? Now get a move on.
See, we're going to be great mates, Miss Ferguson.
You just watch your mouth, Desmond. We've got to be careful how we talk to officers. Haven't we, Stevens?
Ta-da! Look who's here.
Yes, can I help you?
God, who are you lot? You mean none of me old mates are here?
Well, none of the ones you've mentioned so far, no.
Oh, crikey. Well, what about Mrs. Morris?
She's out on an excursion today.
What about the governor, then? I mean, I've come all this way. There must be somebody around.
Won't I do?
Yeah, sure. But I gotta talk to someone first.
Oh, God. If we can't find our way out of here, how the bloody hell are they gonna find us?
Don't you go getting steamed up, Jude. I'm pretty good at looking after myself in the bush.
I gotta sit down, Cass. Now, there's some comforts at home. Oh, my God. It's bloody rain, too. There's water everywhere, nothing to drink. I'm thirsty.
Yeah, it's too bad we didn't bring one of them little plastic cups off the bus. Never mind. You're gonna have to suck a pebble.
Huh?
Yep.
Oh, suck a pebble.
Oh, yeah. Stops you feeling thirsty.
I heard of getting blood out of a stone, but I never heard of getting water out of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Is this true?
Yeah, no worries.
Hope you know what you're talking about.
Anyway, I reckon we'll find a creek pretty soon.
Well, we can find a restaurant. I'm hungry as well.
Hey, haven't you still got that tucker we nicked at lunch?
I forgot about that. Ooh. It's a bit squishy. I guess it'll taste all right, though.
I reckon we ought to save it till later, but...
Yeah, we don't know how long we're going to need it, do we?
And if we do meet up with Phyllis, that little kid's going to be getting pretty hungry about now.
Yeah. You're really worried about that kid, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you can stop worrying. We'll have a search party out by now.
Oh, you mean the cops? Oh, Jude, you reckon we'll get into strife?
Well, I don't think they're going to greet us with open arms, do you?
Oh, jeez, I've really landed us in big trouble, haven't I?
No, you haven't, Cass. It's bloody Reb's fault and Phyllis's. All you were trying to do was help the kid.
No, you reckon they'll believe that?
Probably not. It's going to get dark soon.
Yeah. I reckon we ought to keep moving, Jude. Try and find some place to sleep tonight.
Yeah, okay. Give us the hand up, love.
Oh, sure.
Oh! I nearly swallowed me pebble. I heard of gallstones, but that would be ridiculous.
Come on, let's try it.
How long do I have to suck on this thing for?
just so you don't feel too right.
Poor Hazel. Geez, Jude must have felt real bad. Poor Jude. Wish she was here today, but, you know, she was the best friend anyone could ever have. I could really do with a mate at the moment.
Well, let me see. Do you know Helen Smart?
Oh, do I ever? Should have heard the things we used to get up to. She's probably the best person I could see.
Oh, there you are then.
Oh, beauty, is she here now? Can I visit her?
Yes, of course. Will you see to it, Mr. Manning?
Oh, you know, you're all right, Mrs. R, especially for a governor.
Thank you, Doreen. It was very nice meeting you, too.
Some of the officers getting real spunky, too. You know, the place is really looking up.
All right, sister. I'll be with you in a moment.
Bye, and thanks again.
Mr. Manning, any sign of the bus yet?
No.
Oh, well, it shouldn't be long. I'll be in the hospital if you need me.
Good. I just had to scream rape.
How are you feeling?
Fine. I needed some time to myself, I guess.
I'm glad to hear it.
I've been doing a lot of thinking. I realized things were getting on top of me. And the snake. Well, I don't get along with snakes at the best of times.
You're not on your own.
Yes, I know. Mrs. Reynolds, I feel completely in control. I'd like to go back with the women.
Oh, I'm not sure that that's a good idea. They did play a very nasty trick on you.
Yes, I know. But it was partly my fault. You see, I don't get along with the women, and I intend to rectify that now.
That mightn't be so easy, Stevens. They can bear grudges for quite a long time.
But I've got to make an effort to live with them, Mrs. Reynolds. And after all, I do have a lot more time to serve my sentence.
You're by yourself in your cell at the moment, aren't you?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? Would you prefer to have someone in with you?
Yes, I would. The new woman, Myra Desmond, maybe she could share with me.
Oh,
We get along very well, Mrs. Reynolds. And I don't think she'd mind.
I'll have to have a think about that. Now you just try and rest for the moment.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Sister, could I have a word with you?
Sorry you got such a big stretch this time, Helen.
Oh, well, the company's good.
Yeah, I miss it a bit too. Especially when I need somebody to talk to, like my old mates.
Oh, there's not many of them around now, love.
No, I know. Hey, what's all this about Jude being out? Is she on a work release or something?
No, she's in a singing competition.
A singing competition? Well, how come you're not there?
Oh, because of my snake bite. There's a whole group of them in it. It's a wonder they're not back by now, though. Must be doing all right.
Yeah, didn't do nothing like that when I was in here. But we had some real good times, though, didn't we?
Now, what's the matter, Doreen? If you're feeling sentimental about this stump, things can't be too good on the outside.
Yeah. Well, I have got a bit of a problem.
Well, can I help?
I don't think anyone can. You see, I'm going to get married.
That's good news, isn't it? So why marry him, for Christ's sake?
I'm sort of stuck with it.
Are you up the duff or something?
Oh, no, nothing like that. He's nice, but he doesn't turn me on. We're just mates, that's all.
Well, then why the wedding bells?
Well, he's got a couple of months left on his visa and he wants to live here.
So he marries an Aussie girl and he's home and hosed.
Right.
Well, then what's the problem? You live together, you separate, and then 12 months you get a divorce.
The silly bugger's gone and fallen in love with me. I mean, he wants to make it for real. I mean, I think he's nice, but that doesn't mean I want to spend the rest of my life with him. It's not funny, Helen.
Well, then just tell him to forget it.
Well, I can't. Because he's too nice. Well, he helped me in art classes and everything. You can't kick a mate in the teeth, can you?
Well, then just disappear until he leaves the country. Then you can be pen pals.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I even came to Melbourne to try and shake him, but he sticks to you like B.O. Well, what am I going to do?
God, I don't know. Seems to me the only place you'd be safe would be in the nick. Haven't got fellas chasing me.
Yeah,
Oh, God, it's a hard life, Mr. Manning, when you're irresistible.
yeah.
Yes. All right, Meg. I'll take it from here.
Something wrong, Governor?
All the women have escaped. I'll contact the police and then I'll have to ring the department.
I won't be too pleased.
No, they'll probably have my head. Damn those women.
Thanks for the escort, love.
Oh, so any time, love.
Oh, well, I might have a free night tonight, so...
Mrs. Reynolds just heard... What are you doing here?
God, I'd forgotten about you. It's funny how you only remember the good things, eh?
Well, no doubt you'll be back here soon. So you can refresh your memory.
You never know. You might be right, Miss Ferguson. You just keep that welcome mat out for me, won't you?
Hey, Jude.
Looks like we found ourselves someplace to spend the night.
Oh, there's water in this tank.
Oh, yeah, but I wouldn't risk it, Jude. It's probably stagnant and full of dead frogs.
I don't care. There's a bloody dead horse in there. I'm thirsty.
No, wouldn't be a dead horse in there, Jude. Horse wouldn't fit. Oh, joke. Ha! Yeah, come on.
I wonder if they were considerate enough to leave the door unlocked.
Yeah. Hey, you reckon anybody'd mind if we broke it down?
Well, we're already in enough trouble. I don't think it's gonna matter, is it?
Yeah. Well, I don't.
It's not exactly the Hilton, but it's better than sleeping in a hollow log, isn't it?
True. Now, you want me to break this down, Jude?
Oh, I reckon I'll nudge it to it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh!
Come in.
What's happened to the choir girls? I thought they'd be back by now.
Yes, well, there's been some delay. Now, I wanted to talk to you about Sonia Stevens.
Oh, yes, I saw her earlier in hospital.
She feels she's well enough to go back with the other women.
It's no fun being stuck in a hospital room on your own.
Maybe not. But what worries me is it was those other women who drove her to the edge.
Oh, I think it was only a couple of them, Mrs. Reynolds. Most of them wouldn't have been in it.
You haven't been here long enough to have anything against her, have you?
No, in fact, I think I might be able to help her. Well, I've had to deal with a lot worse cases than Sonia in my time.
Would you be prepared to share a cell with her?
Yeah, I'll share with her. That way I can make sure no one has another go at her.
Yes, well, I hope you realize what you'd be getting into. She's made quite a few enemies.
Yeah, so I've heard. But, I can take care of it.
Oh, hey, Jude. There's an old mine shaft back there. Shut down now, but I reckon this shack must belong to the bloke who used to work it.
Yeah, we're probably miles from any town.
Yeah. It's getting pretty dark, too. Hey, pity them lights don't work.
Well, look on the bright side. At least we don't have to look at what we're eating, huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm so hungry, bud, I don't think I'd care what it looked like. Oh. Hey. It sure feels good to be on the outside again, don't it? I mean, even if it is just for a little while, eh, Jude?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. If we try this again, let's stay at a nice, comfortable motel. This lumpy old mattress is gonna make me feel like I've been through a ringer.
Oh, yeah, now look, don't you worry, Jude. I mean, we're gonna find a way out tomorrow. Now, you have a good kip, you'll feel 100%. Yeah.
Hey, come on, I'm fine. Especially now I've had something to eat. Hey, wasn't that a good spread they put on for us?
Yeah, I'm sure was.
I've been looking for you everywhere. They've all escaped.
What?
Judy and Co. Something happened to the bus and they all flew the coop.
No wonder Mrs. Reynolds was strange when I asked her where they were. Judy?
I know, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
Oh, she always says escaping was a mug's game.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out soon enough what made her do it. They've got half the state out looking for him. Listen, what are you doing in here? This is Stephen's cell.
Yeah, I know. I'm moving in with her.
Oh, don't let him do that to you.
I agreed to it, Helen, so I can keep an eye on her.
Are you kidding? You know what she's like.
I know she's pulled some pretty heavy stuff, but she says Ferguson's out to get her.
Well, they deserve each other.
Oh, come on, Helen. The only way to survive in this place is to stick together. It's them and us, and Sonia's one of us, whether we like it or not.
Oh, we don't have to trust her. Sonia's the type that bites the hand that feeds her right up to the elbow.
Yeah, I know the type well. But I'm going to keep an eye on her until she's well enough to look after herself, okay?
What are you doing in here, Smart?
Just chatting about how well our singers went today. They even made the news.
Yeah, we'll get back to the rec room.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Introduce Stevens.
You'll be all right, love.
Don't tell me I will be all right when I know I will be all right.
Come on now.
Look, they think they can beat me. Well, they can't because I won't let them. Ferguson thinks I'm scared of her. Well, she can forget that. You see, I know too much. I know about her and I know about Manning. The only way to survive in this place, this rotten sewer, is to know about people. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? You know who taught me that? Nick. person I hate more than anybody else in this world.
Why? Sonia, what did Nick do to you?
He killed my baby. The bastard killed my baby.
No further news?
No. It's just incredible. I mean, I can understand someone like Keane organising a stunt like this, but why the others went along with it is beyond me.
You're too trusting, Governor. You forget what these women are.
Yes, well, I doubt that I'll ever be quite so trusting again.
Look, why don't you go home and get some rest? I can take over here.
That's very kind of you, Miss Ferguson, but I'll be staying the night. Now, if that was all...
Yes, Governor.
He was the only man I ever loved. I was only 17, and I would have done anything for him. Nicky was the man.
Yeah, I know. Felt like that about my husband when I first met him.
I was going to name the baby Nicholas, after his father.
Talk about it, love.
I was 7 months. I thought Nicky was as happy about it as I was. But he wasn't. He told me to have an abortion. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I yelled, I screamed at him, and he
Go on.
hit me hard in the stomach. I lost the baby. I really wanted that baby.
Sorry, love. Must have hurt a great deal. When'd you meet Eddie?
Oh, after Nicky walked out. I couldn't have any children then. I told Eddie about Nicholas. But he didn't understand. Nobody cared that I'd lost my baby. Nobody but me.
Coffee?
Nick. I got up about 4 this morning and noticed the television was still on and you here out like a light. So just threw a blanket over you.
I'm sorry.
Don't be silly. Look, you couldn't have had much sleep. Why did you crawl back into bed? I'd stay with you, but Anne's got a lot on her plate.
Oh, yeah. The escape. I was listening last night, but I didn't get my thoughts together. Has there been any word about the women?
Well, not that I've heard of this morning. It's a mess.
Yeah, well, no one person is to blame. It was obviously planned pretty carefully. Listen, if you got a minute, I'll come with you.
Oh, you'll do no such thing.
But you'll need all the help you can get.
Colleen, for the first time in your life, you have got to put yourself first.
Well, I suppose that'll be easy now, won't it? No one else to put first.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, no, I have a lot to do today. I've got to phone the schools. Robert was going on a camp next week, and there's a funeral.
thought Rick was going to organise everything. Look, you'll only make it
to do
worse.
something.
Why don't you see your doctor?
I couldn't see Brandon. He delivered both the kids.
Well, my doctor, then. Look, I'll ring him and he can come here after surgery. Please.
Yeah, you're all right.
Well, I'll go. I'll be in touch with you later.
Thanks, Meg.
Just look at us, will you? Look at us. Here, let me get that straw out of your hair. You look like a tramp.
Geez, you're in a rotten mood. Get out the wrong side of the 80, Come on, Min, give us a smile. This is real ace.
If you say so, dear.
Where we go?
Go? We're going back to Wentworth, of course.
Why?
Let them know we haven't escaped, that's what.
But we have, haven't we?
Certainly not. We just lost our way, that's all.
Well, they're not going to believe that. So now we're out, we may as well have a bit of fun. What do you reckon?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Bobby. Mrs. Reynolds will be worried sick. Now, come along, we're going back.
And they'll put us in the pound, and what have we done? Nothing.
You just listen to me, my girl. You were going to run away until I talked you out of it, remember? Now, come along. We'll be in enough trouble as it is.
I'm not going back, Min. Not yet, anyway, and you can't make me. The only reason you caught me yesterday was because I waited for you. Now, either you let me go and have a bit of fun, or I'll nick off and no one will ever find me.
Will the police catch you? What is this? Are you blackmailing me?
Sorta. Oh, come on, Min, what do you say? Look, when we get back, they're going to throw the book at us, right? They'll reckon we were in on that escape. They're not going to believe us. Just one day, I promise, and I'll promise I'll come back with you tonight.
One day.
One day.
You realise we haven't a cent to spend between us?
That's all right, Min. You'll think of something. You're the expert.
Oh, Bobby.
Well, I'm glad to hear he's on the mend. Must have been a very worrying time for you.
Naturally.
Well, give him my regards, will you? I was always very fond of the Major.
Yeah.
Morning, Miss Ferguson. Morning, Meg. How's Colleen?
Holding on, but only just. But I've managed to convince her to see a doctor, though.
Good. Dreadful business. Losing her whole family like that. I wanted to call her, but I...
Oh, I'm sure she knows how we all feel. Well, I better get a move on. I don't really think this is the time to keep Mr. Harnsworth waiting.
Any news of the women?
No, not yet. And Mr. Harris is absolutely frantic about his little girl, but the police haven't got much to go on.
Oh, if only I could
Oh,
have stayed.
Meg, that's enough of that. There's no way you could have stopped them. Mind you, convincing the department of that could be a little tricky, so wish me luck.
Sounds as though you and the governor are really on the carpet, doesn't it? Not to worry. Still a few of us who can do the job.
Oh, my mouth feels like a family of squatters have just moved out. You're looking a bit washed out. Are you okay?
No, I just didn't sleep well.
Why don't you skip your shower?
No, I'll be fine.
Well, at least the ice lady didn't freeze you over last night.
Oh, come on, Helen. You don't kick a dog when it's down.
God, I wish we had a radio. We could find out what's happened to Jude and the others.
I just cannot believe that Jude would be in on it.
Oh, come on. What's she got to lose? You wouldn't see my butt for dust if I had the chance.
Hey, I just heard. There's over 100 cops out there looking for him, and it sounds like they haven't got a clue where they are.
Can you imagine 100 cops after Cass and Minnie? Oh, what a waste of manpower now if it was me they were after.
It isn't funny, Helen. What about Reno and old Stan? I reckon it stinks. Now, if I'd had a chance to go on that trip, I wouldn't have let him down.
Come on, before the screws are on our back.
Speak of the devil.
Get a move on, you lot.
Any news, Miss Ferguson?
Desmond, you know better than to ask me questions like that. Now get to the showers before I put the lot of you on a charge.
Well, it looks like your playmate's in a bad mood. I'm sure happy it won't be me she's taking it out on.
Helen, you're starting the day off on the wrong foot, and it's in your mouth. Now, come on.
You okay, Jude? I mean, I'm not real good with sick people. I'm pretty useless.
Oh, that's not true, Gaz. You've been a tower of strength. Just this old pacemaker of mine, that's all. It thinks it's a frisbee.
Oh, that good or bad?
Could be better.
Jeez.
Hey, give us a hand. We gotta find a phone. We gotta ring Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, yeah, right.
No.
No, Jude, look, I reckon you just better have a rest, eh?
think you're right.
Yeah. Jeez, I wish I knew where that Phyllis had gone. That poor little kid must be scared after death.
Let's hope the cops found him, huh?
Hey, Jude, look, I don't want to leave you here, but if I could find a phone, I could ring Wentworth and I could maybe get you a doctor too.
Yeah. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back, huh? Look, I'm gonna be all right. I'm okay. Just get going, huh?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, God. You get me out of this. I'll never moan about being inside again. Cass, what's wrong? What the hell do you think you're doing, Phyllis?
Just stay where you are, both of you. I haven't got eyes in the back of me head.
Please don't hurt me.
Oh, no, no one's going to hurt you, love. It's just a game. A real daft game.
Take it out, step Parker, or I'll blow a hole in you.
Oh, cut it out, kid! For God's sake, Phyllis! Let her go. You'll never get away with it.
I'm not going back, Jude. I want in that stinking hole. I don't want to hurt anyone. We can stay here till the heat's off, can't we? All I want is a chance.
Yeah, well, use your brains then. There'll be a stream of cops a mile wide out there looking for that kid.
No, they won't. Well, they'll think Reb's got her. Well, stands to reason, don't it? Anyway, I'm not going to keep her. Well, she's just insurance till I can shoot through.
Please, you're hurting me.
Hey, now, come on, Phyllis, let her go, eh? Come on, I won't try nothing, I promise. Warning you, both of you.
Calm down, Phyllis. You're scaring the kid.
Hey, geez, you're a big girl, aren't you? What's your name?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. You hungry? Yeah, well, we'll have to find something for you, won't we? Now, don't you worry. Yeah, well, I'm going to need some food and dough if I'm going to get interstate.
And we can do? Pluck that out of thin air?
Smarty Pants Parker can get it for me. And it better not take too long either. Me trigger finger's getting itchy. Jude?
Please, no, don't go.
No, it's all right, love. It's all right. It's all part of the game, see? We don't want any losers, do we?
Come on, Min. Let's nick something from that shop over there. Me gut sounds like a tram in peak hour.
Told you before, dear, we don't take money from those who can't afford to lose it.
Oh, anyone would think you were bloody Robin Hood.
Errol Flynn in those green tights. So masculine.
Sounds like a horse's hoof to me. Hey, what about Mr. Formalhire over there? How's that for a mark?
Oh, yes, dear, he's perfect.
Oh, well, I'll do it if you like.
Don't try to teach your Auntie Min to suck eggs. Watch and learn, my girl.
Oh! I do beg your pardon.
Oh, not at all. It was my fault.
No.
Oh, come on. Oh, you beauty. Bet it's loaded. Look at these credit cards. Heaps of them. $3,000.
Oh, dear.
That's not going to get us anything decent to eat. What about the cards?
Certainly not. That's fraud. Now, look, I'll go and plant this somewhere where it can be found and returned. You go and buy some hot chips or something.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
Beautifully done, if I say so myself.
So how long do you reckon it'll take us?
Not long. As soon as I get my hands on that 50,000, be out of here quicker than
You
a
mean
rat.
25,000?
Yeah, righto.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, hell.
What's the matter?
Tyres flatter than the Wentworth Singers. So long, sucker.
Hey, Mick. You go?
Oh.
Hungry?
Cold sausage roll? I have more respect for my stomach.
You don't want it.
What you do with the rest of the $3?
Spend it
On what?
touch tickets, you know, the instant kind.
Gambling away our last few cents?
Yeah, well, you would have done the same,
I bet you I wouldn't.
Bet you would. Especially if you won $5 like me.
Oh, well.
Hey, why don't we find a two-up game or something and win some real dough?
In this thriving metropolis, we've got Buckley's chance.
Don't you believe it? There's always something to gamble on, and there's always someone with plenty of money to throw away.
All right, dear. But first, I need a sandwich.
Tops.
Bobby, maybe
No,
we should...
Minnie. You promised.
Yes, so I did.
Come on.
Police believe that the Wentworth escapees have separated into 3, perhaps 4 groups. Police have set up roadblocks on both the Western Highway and the Queen's Highway north of Tyndall.
Car problems?
Yeah. Don't know much about engines. I went over a rock a while back and funny noise coming up from underneath.
Oh, yeah, sounds like your exhaust. Do you want me to have a look?
Would you? I'd be really grateful.
Sure. Oh, you got a torch? I can't see a thing. Hey! It's my bike.
So that's when I checked out of the motel. I was having breakfast too. And that's when I figured that your idea was the best one, Helen.
My idea?
Yeah, about coming back to Wentworth.
Oh, you'd have to be off your tiny mind. Nobody with half a brain wants to get back in this dump.
No, I know what I'm doing, Helen. See, just 5 or 6 weeks in this place, and when I get out, he'll be gone.
Now, look, he cannot be as bad as getting back in the nick. Why don't you just marry him? Love's more comfortable the second time round.
Oh, Helen. No, come on. Just give me a few hints just to get back in here for a few weeks.
You're on your own, Doreen. I'm not contributing to the delinquency of a raving nut.
Gee, and I thought you were me mate, too.
One time's up, Doreen.
Oh, it's all right, Mrs. M. We're going to have lots of time to catch up on everything soon.
Heaven help us.
Honda Sonata, white in colour, 185 cc's trail bike. 318.
That's it. Let's go. Bloody hell.
Oh, beauty. $20, eh?
Oh, that's wonderful, dear, but you're supposed to shout bingo, not bloody ripper.
They still gave it to me, though, didn't they? Oh, geez, Min, we've really had ourselves a day, haven't we?
Oh, yes, dear, yes, but I think perhaps now we should be getting back.
Oh, no. Not yet, anyway. Still got time for a couple more drinks. What do you reckon?
Well, maybe just a little one.
Yeah.
For luck.
The bloody hell's that moron gone? Timbuktu!
Makes you think she's coming back. Why don't you make a run for it, Phyllis? Leave the kid here. She'll only slow you down.
Come off it. Cass isn't going to leave you and the kid here with a gun on you. No way.
Please, can't I just go home?
In a little while, love. Come on, Phyllis, let her go. She's only a kid.
She'll survive. It's only a couple of days. Where the bloody hell have you been?
What? Hey, look, found an old burned-out place. Bit of stuff left in the garden.
God, is that all you could come up with? You've been gone hours.
Well, all right. Phyllis, you do better.
You did very well, Cass. Thanks. There
you
go.
go.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't you take no notice of old Grumble Guts over there, eh?
Look, the money's not important. You just tell me how much you can afford.
Young lady, I'm a churchgoer.
Oh, at this time of the afternoon?
Disgusting. Outside a police station, too.
I like church. Hello, gorgeous. How would you like the night of your life? Won't cost you the earth either.
Where are we going, the movies?
Come on, lover. I know some really sexy love games.
I'm a backgammon man myself. See this, sweetheart? It's not my Mickey Mouse Club badge.
Oh, no, you're a cop.
Right. Nobody minds you earning a living, but not outside our front door, huh?
Aren't you going to arrest me?
Soliciting's not a crime.
Buggers.
Sarah! Come on, Sarah, open up!
And they turned up at the front gate in a taxi. In a taxi, mind you, and I had to pay.
Well, they were obviously in no shape to walk. But now, I don't suppose you'd mind telling us where you've been.
Well, we would if we could.
But we can't, so we won't.
Well, do you have anything to say?
Sure we do. We're drunk.
And I'm bloody furious.
Oh, fair go. We were just having a good time.
We got lost, dear. Took us the whole day to find our way back.
Yeah, we even asked directions at the pub.
You have cost the department and the state police thousands of dollars for an unnecessary search.
We're very sorry, Mrs. Reynolds, and of course, fuss. What about the others, Cass and Judy, okay?
We don't know. We were rather hoping you'd know where they were.
Oh, hell, we didn't even know where we were.
Mrs. Morris, get them showered and take them both to solitary.
Of course.
Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh. No. No.
What do you got there, Stevens? Oh, looks like a baby. Is it your baby, Stevens?
No.
What's your baby's name? Nicky, isn't it?
No.
That's right. But Nicky's dead, isn't he, Stevens? Poor dead Nicky. He needs you, Stevens.
No.
What the hell's going on here?
Get out of here, Desmond.
No way.
Take that thing away.
Sick bitch. Watch your mouth, Desmond, or I'll have you on a charge.
You do that. I'm sure Mrs. Reynolds would love to know where that doll's come from.
Get out.
Don't you ever go near her again, do you understand me?
I don't take orders from scum like you. Now get out!
Now don't you ever lay a hand on me again, do you hear me? Not ever.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known. when morning comes around.